Kelserra is our algae-inspired surgical glue that we have developed this year.
A surgical adhesive made from an algae-derived ingredient called alginate.
It's meant to be used to glue internal tissues together, like to close an incision, for example, and its chemical mechanism of adhesion is the same as algae uses to stick to wet surfaces in the ocean. So this makes it particularly suited to stick to wet biological tissues in the context of surgery. We spent a lot of time researching ingredients, and we created initially 14 candidate formulas.
Hi, and welcome to Lab Session 1 for McGill Biodesign Kelserra. As you can see, we have our lovely members here. We have Haley whipping up some alginate glue. We have Alan over in the fume hood.
Alginate is a polysaccharide consisting of two distinct polymer chains. When a calcium source is added, calcium is able to cross-link two G units together. We then add fluoroglucinol, a highly dense and cross-linked network forms.
Yeah, so today is day 4 of formulation sessions. So all of our last sessions were dedicated to preparing the initial formulas, which have now been all tested for strength.
We tested the strength of our formulations by gluing overlapping tissue samples together and measuring the force required to pull them apart. Our testing apparatus involves a clamp secured to a bench top, hanging the top of the glued tissue samples on the clamp using string, and securing a digital force gauge on the bottom of the tissue samples.
And based on that data, we made 3 new optimized formulas and tested those. We also tested biocompatibility by exposing some cells to Kelserra and then dyeing them to see how many cells had their membrane broken. Kelserra is important because it overcomes many disadvantages of sutures, which are currently the gold standard in wound closure. You can imagine that for a surgeon, applying a glue is much faster and easier to maneuver than suturing an incision closed.
Kelserra is a promising alternative which possesses both biocompatibility and high mechanical strength.
Kelserra would help female patients in need of minimally invasive gynecological surgery, such as ovarian cyst removal.
We hope to simplify surgical procedures in gynecology to create better health outcomes for women.